Before we actually start on this exercise, I want to add one word of caution. The automatic routing tools within Revit, while they do work and they work reasonably well, they can sometimes cause more work than is absolutely necessary. And it's up to you, the user, to find that fine balance between creating a pipe or a duct run manually or using the automatic duct layout tools and pipe layout tools for that matter. So with that word of caution over with, let's take a look at creating an automatic pipe layout. In this exercise, open the file from the Chapter 11 folder called Chapter 11 07 Automatic Pipe Layouts. You should already be in the Piping Level 2 Modelling floor plan, but we don't want to start here. Where I want to start is in the section. Double-click on the section head shown in the plan. This shows us the fan coil units mounted on the underside of the slab of Level 3. Scroll into one of them, select the fan coil unit, and then click on one of the highest shortcuts to create a pipe, and click on Modify. The reason for doing this is I want to find some of the properties of this pipe. Select the pipe just drawn, click on Properties, and here we can see that we're looking at a system, hydronic return, and also, more importantly, its offset from the working level, 3254.4. Remember that, and it might be a good idea to write it down. The next thing we want to do is undo what we've just done. So rather than clicking on the undo button, click on the little triangle next to it. Scroll down until you undo the last 4 actions. And then browse back to your Piping Level 2 Modelling floor plan. We're now going to create a piping system. In the floor plan, create a selection window, and then using the filter, make sure that we only have mechanical equipment selected, and there are 6 items in that selection set. We can now create a piping system. From the ribbon, click on Create Piping System. The system type we want to be hydronic return, and the system name should be hydronic return 5. Click on OK. This has now created our hydronic return system. With it selected, we can now generate our layout. Before going any further with generating the layout, I want to place a base point. This base point is going to enable me to control the layout a little bit more accurately. Click to place the base point and then scroll out. We can see that the automatic layout has changed slightly. Just as we had for ducts, we have a blue run for main runs and a green line for branch runs. Now I want to examine the solutions. Click on Solutions from the ribbon, and then we can run through the different solutions offered up by Revit. We also need to check the settings. Remember, these settings are set in the Mechanical Settings dialog under Pipes. This dialog box is going to allow me to adjust these settings just for this one run. So I'm going to change these offsets to 3254.4, the same as that pipe we remembered earlier. Change it for the branch as well, 3254.4, and click on OK. You do have the ability to edit this layout further. Selecting on the sketch lines means that you can drag these lines and make alterations in the layout. Scrolling in a bit further, we can see that this automatic layout, if created, is going to place a really short stub onto the fan coil unit. But if I try and modify this layout, I'm not getting much joy. So I'm going to finish the layout anyway and see what happens. Click on Finish Layout. Revit has actually created a pipe layout for me. We've got a pipe elbow going to the fan coil unit. What happens if I drag this pipe, however? If I drag the pipe, Revit has actually drawn a pipe from the bend to the fan coil unit. So we can now go and select the vertical pipes and drag them so we can create a manageable layout. one that can be constructed, and the final one. Selecting those pipes, you can see that their offset is 3254.4, the height that we specified when we were creating the automatic run. Let's check the results, and from your project browser, open the view Piping Level 2 High Level. And here we can see the final layout.